Well, hello YouTube! In this tutorial we're gonna learn about do-while loops or block of code. So what is the major difference between this thing and do-while loop? The difference is, with the do-while loop you will have one operation guaranteed that it will be executed. So at least once something will be done. Okay, so that's guaranteed. Let me proceed with some simple example here, like counter at the moment will be 1, let's say. So this is starting point. How you're going to even start typing this thing? Will you type while? Well, no. You're gonna type do, and remember the point here is immediately go to action, and in this case we're just going to print stuff on a screen. So simple stuff, easy to understand. And when we are dealing with actual actions, normally we're gonna use these curly brackets. Right, so cout and the counter at the moment, like right now, and of course we need to grab stuff from container. I'm using here counter as container. You can totally use x, y, z, whatever you like. So this is kind of easy to understand even for beginners. Container, obvious stuff, self-obvious. Now the situation is similar to while loop in a sense that you must have some kind of algorithm, simple one, complicated one, something like that. So new counter, we're gonna have it when we add 1 on existing counter plus 1. So this line of code is basically the change in a place. Everything happens in one container. Okay, so it's like when you're manually putting new stuff in already existing same box. Okay, so this is cool for now. So where we gonna put while thing? Well, outside of these curly brackets with while, and here we need to state what we are checking, what is our like top level outcome. And of course counter, well, let's say it will be smaller or equal to 20. And because this is actual command right now, we need to close it with semicolon. And let me save this and run. And there you go. So you have everything up till 20. Now what's gonna happen if for some reason you change this 20 to 0? Check this out, check this stupidity, but it will work. Check this out. See, counter at the moment is 1. Okay, so it's not important because we structured our top level of counter, like how much numbers we can put into this box. Well, if in the case that if we force this container to be empty, which is ridiculous, even in that case this thing will be executed, okay? Because this is the moment, or this is the starting point, like a ground zero. So see, that is the difference between while loop and a do while loop. At least one operation will be executed, okay? Now let's talk about interesting thing here. With a do while loop you also can get into never-ending story, into endless loop. Check this out. If you remove this like a check, then if you compile this stuff, see what's gonna happen? Never-ending story. So this is very, very bad. So please, when you are working with while loop and do while loop, pay attention about these edge cases, because if you do not define ending point, then your CPU can, you know, get into hell of execution of some random stuff. I mean, it's not totally random because here we have our stupid algorithm, but see what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? Let me check the CPU usage. Performance. See, that's the scary stuff. Almost 40%. So let me now cancel this with Control C. Can I do that? Well, barely. And now we're gonna have that drop in CPU usage. So, yep. Now you are probably going to say, well, where this thing like endless loop is useful? Well, it depends what you do. I remember like 2 decades ago when I was learning about security, in a time of slow internet connection, people are writing viruses, and the purpose of that virus was to just create havoc, like work in the background, copy paste millions of files, and generally just waste resources of computer. So right now the bad people on internet, they're creating all kind of like malware where they can get money from what they are doing, like they can transfer your connection to some, I don't know, websites where you can buy Viagra or something, or they are spamming you with a mail. But 2 decades ago, 3 decades ago, people are creating this stuff for fun, and they are putting these things on diskettes, 3.14 size. I think that's floppy drives. Yeah, that's correct term. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just remember that when you're defining this thing, you also must construct your top level. Don't put anything in production and start selling people your software if you do not check for this kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up as always. Just be cautious when you're doing this stuff with the while and do while loop especially. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you next tutorial.